As part of Canada 150 celebrations and the hosting of the WBSC U18 Baseball World Cup, the Northwestern Ontario Sports Hall of Fame hosted a day in honor of our proud Little League baseball legacy. They invited players and personnel affiliated with the 12 Little League teams from our community who have won Canadian championship titles to join together for a day of activities and the chance to reminisce and reunite with old teammates.
Sports, as we all know, is a great way to have community pride. And if you just look back at some of the pictures and the images from when these kids, as they were back then, returned home, they had parades, they were greeted at the airport. It was a great time for our community to pat ourselves on the back and say, whether it was Fort William, Port Arthur, or Thunder Bay, it was a great opportunity. So the Sports Hall of Fame, it was developed in the late 1970s to do just that, to preserve those memories, to honor our sports excellence. And this is one of the events that we're hosting to celebrate that and to get the guys back together. It's been great already as I see them walking in, and a player will remember, hey, there's my coach, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them to reminisce and celebrate.
Well, very fond memories, and we had a great bunch of kids. We had kids that loved the game of baseball, and they were dedicated. And in all the years of coaching, I had never had a bunch of kids that were more dedicated and had such a good work ethic.
Well, it's tremendous. Great experience. I think as far as I know, Thunder Bay won a lot of senior division championships, but that was the only Little League championship. Being in a three-way tie for second place, and so there was a playoff between the three, and we made it through, and we made it to the championship game, and we ended up winning the championship game, which was great.
Well, obviously it's very exciting and proud to be from Thunder Bay to accomplish something like that. I think those sorts of things that when you're a kid, you don't really understand what it means to the community, what it means to the legacy of baseball in Thunder Bay. And as you look back now, I think it seems to be a little more important. Certainly it was a proud moment in history for all of us.
Very exciting. A great bunch of kids. I really enjoyed it, and I think the kids did too. The best thing about it is absolutely no parents involved. So we had complete control, and the kids liked it. And the camaraderie. I coached for 35 years, and I met a lot of good people, both the kids and the adults involved.
The game of baseball is an exciting game, and it's also interesting. It's been such a great part of our sport history. A lot of these baseball players also were fantastic hockey players, and they went on to do great things in those sports as well. Some of these guys are National Hockey League players. Actually, Robert Bortuzzo is currently playing for the St. Louis Blues. Was on our 2005 Little League championship team. So baseball is one of the many sports we get to celebrate.
Well, like they say, if you don't know about the history, then there's no sport, so to speak. So the one thing about, say, for example, baseball, okay, it's not that well known about like hockey we have in Canada, but you don't realize what a wonderful game it is for these kids to come out, and they're individuals at the point in time, and yes, all their records really they help the individual, but it still is a team sport. It's a bonding thing. And these kids are 12 years old. You can see it. You can see it in their eyes when they come up to the plate. The pressure's being at the plate. The pressure's making the plays or not making the plays. And yet the rest of the teams coming together to congratulate him whether he made the play or he helped him out when he didn't make the play. Like they say, you back them up when the kid doesn't make the play. It's just a wonderful game for kids. Size doesn't matter. What more can I say?
You might run out of time for baseball season, but you'll never run out of time to reminisce with some old friends. For Shaw TV, I'm Pat Quigley.